Foe!
Thanks for the pine zone, Dada.
Foe! Foe!
Thanks for the pine zone, Dada.
Foe! Foe!
Thanks for the pine zone, Dada.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. The pram sound is cute as fuck. Thank you, man. Morning, dudes. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Was so nice meeting you. Hey, you too, dude. Dude, I met so many people this weekend, man. I don't know what I'm doing today. If you've noticed, I still have a bit of a, lost voice. I'm probably going to be... Apparently I just clicked enter on my keyboard. Probably just going to be talking Allstars today, boys. And chilling, hanging out, talking about the event, talking about, all of the stuff that we did. Yeah, we're back to stress-free scaping. Exactly. Well, Probably not. I think we actually might be getting back to farmers content. We'll have to see. Fo, thanks for taking a pic with me and signing my card. Sorry for showing the boys your pic from like 15 years ago. That's all good, man. Yo, good to meet you, dude. My man pulled up a picture of me from 2014 streaming. That's on like the Fanscape wiki page or whatever it is. You did amazing. Happy for you. Thank you, man. Dude, I'm so happy with how my performance went, man. The hair era. Yeah. Way before that even, man. Yo, Io, thanks for the sub, man. Hang on real quick. Let me catch up on some subs this morning, and then we'll get to chatting. Jay Shagley, thanks for the 30 months. Cesium Bullet, thank you for the 2 months. Without Jelly, 5 months. Keep Myron, 34 months. Matters, or Matters, thank you for the 9 months. Toxic Slime, the tier 1. Baldy, thanks for the 39 months. It was a pleasure to meet you, Paul. Hope you had a great Father's Day. You too, brother. It was nice, man. Yeah, I got home for dinner last night. Bulge, you as well, man. Good getting to meet you finally, dude. 114 months. Welcome back, brother. Thank you for chilling with me for so long, by the way, man. Io, dude, thank you for the 48 months. Nice meeting you. Thank you for the pick. Appreciate you. Oh, by the way, Bulge, I drank that spotted cow. I was like, I'm bringing this home with me, and then I realized I didn't check a bag, so I can't bring it. So I drank that spotted cow warm at the next bar that I went to with like a lot of the J-mods and soup and settled in them, and it was still amazing. Chilling Pulpo, thanks for the Prime sub. Scotty, thanks for the Prime. Appreciate you, dude. Spotted cow, yeah, he brought me a spotted cow, man. I was so excited. It was in my pocket for like 3 hours straight, and then I pulled it out and drank it. It was great. Didn't even matter that it was warm. Amazing seeing you guys live and meeting you briefly. What's up, Kinsey? How you doing? Thank you for the sub, guys. Good morning. Really disappointed the semifinals were best of one. Yeah, but we knew it was going to be heading into it, and it is what it is. It didn't work out our way. I don't want to be the guy that says that we lost because of RNG. But it was not great, I will say that. But it is what it is, man. That's the game that we play. Meeting, it was awesome. I was the person that traded. You were the guy that traded the Bodhi card. Okay, so look, literally. Have you guys seen these cards that they made? Look at this. Look at how awesome this is. So, which is dumb. And 42 on PvP. These are changing next year, man. These are changing next year. But did they give these to everyone in like a welcome kit? When you guys got there, like, is that how it went? They gave them to everyone. So they had like 5 cards in them each, randomized. 5 cards. There was like a holographic, which was the captains, and then there was 4 other ones. And this guy traded his Bodhi card for a faux card. I'm gonna be honest with you, and then he gave me a faux card, right? I gave away the faux card. I did. Someone came up to me and they were very excited, like an hour after that, to have me open their pack because they wanted me to pull the faux card and they didn't get it. And I felt really bad, so I gave him my faux card. And then someone else gave me this one, so I have one again. So, can you buy them somewhere? Apparently you can, but I don't really know. Actually, I think I'm just going to stay full screen for a bit because I'm not really playing the game right now. As an EU viewer, the 45-minute break actually killed me at 3 a.m. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's like, we didn't know they were going to do a 45-minute break, but that was when they served us food. And I think all the staff had to eat as well. It's just kind of like one of those necessary things at an event like this. They can't not feed everyone when it's an 8-hour event, man. There's a lot of feedback that they've gotten to make the event better next time. I get it. Was it Chipotle? It was. They did cater Chipotle for us. It was amazing. It's the only thing I ate all day. Yeah, a lot of feedback. They needed actual food at the event. They sold out of the food very quickly. There was no like re-entry to the event. Like it was definitely a learning process for them. But yeah, appreciate you standing out in line, taking pictures with us, and signing for so long. You're awesome for that. Oh, I had so much fun with it, man. Everyone else was like at the hotel. All the other creators were at the hotel. I don't think we were supposed to be at the event until like 1 p.m. Instead, I went to the event at 9 a.m., went to the front of the line, which there were like 10 people there when I got there. And I spent like the next 3 hours making my way all the way through the line, like meeting everyone. It was a lot of fun, dude. And then we finally had to, like, it was our turn to like practice like 30 minutes before the event. So like my team went in practice. I did 3 fights with Mika, logged off, and I went back outside to the line. It was great. You did so well. It was so much fun watching you. You, thank you, dude. Thank you. I got to tweet real quick. I'm gonna tweet that I'm live. I'm also gonna share something that Jagex gave me in this tweet, so you guys should take a look at it. Let me tweet it real quick. 1 sec. I took a picture on my phone. Just a sec. Why do I have double notifications going on? Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Oh, maybe it's because I'm on this scene. It's probably it, honestly. Let me switch to this one. Wasn't expecting Eli to be 7 feet tall. You know what's so unfair, bro? Eli is 6'5", and they made me stand next to him on stage. It's so unfair. It's like genuinely so unfair. That was planned. I mean, we had to be in like draft order, you know? So Greg's like, I got like 3 inches, 4 inches on Greg, and he was on the other side. It made me look shorter than everyone, even though Greg's like several inches shorter than me. It was crazy, dude. I hate typing links on Twitter from my phone. I think I got those right. Let's tweet that.
No. Yes. I've soloed a twist.
Good job winning your fights, dude. I won all of my fights. Let's go. Chilling. Thank you, dude, for the Prime sub. Scotty, thanks for the 40 months. Appreciate you, brother. Let me show you guys this real quick. I went to follow your Twitter, but it threw me off because you have hair false representation, man. Yeah, you know, I haven't actually taken like a new headshot in years. I probably should, so I actually get a decent looking one, man. But yeah, I know. I gotta change it, dude. About time, huh? Look at this. Jagex gave me this in my like welcome bag. Hey Paul, welcome to Chicago. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a pink skirt delivered in time, so we hope the other gifts can suffice. They gave me a couple of the hoodies and a couple of the shirts, which I actually didn't want. So the morning that I left, yesterday morning, I went to breakfast in the hotel, and there were a group of 4 RuneScapers sitting down eating breakfast. That's, you know, waved me over, said hi. So I gave them my my merch that Jagex gave me. I just don't wear the stuff, you know. We'd love to give you some last minute words of wisdom, but we're sure you already got a plan laid out for every possible scenario. So instead, we'll say good luck on stage. Let nobody, farmer, or otherwise stand in your way. Like, how cool is this, man? They gave us all personalized ones, which is pretty sweet. The stuff is dope, though. Yeah, it's cool stuff. I just won't wear the merch, you know. Every time I go to an event, I try to give it away to someone. I like that Jagex still gives it to me, even though I do that every time. Ray Rama, thank you, dude, for the 33 months. Farrell, thanks for the 81 months. Ice, thanks for the 26 months. Deadman was a blast. Hope to make it next year if it happens. I think it'll happen again, man. I think this was a big success for them. KA, thank you for the tier 378 months, man. Welcome back. Thank you, dude. Lord Snuggles, thank you for the 9 months. Mook, the 84 months. Oak, thank you for the 8 months. Sorry to miss you Saturday night. We just needed something to eat and the places were packed. Yeah, I feel you, man. I wish you guys stuck around there because that whole like city center area, I stayed there until like 2 a.m. just talking to people. So I was hoping you guys were around. But no, I get it, man. B Hallett, thanks for the 19 months, man. Glad I got to see you guys, though, man. Crazy event. The merch stands were swamped at the beginning. I heard from Jagex, I'm not going to tell you who told me this, but I heard from Jagex that they were selling $10,000 worth of merch every 5 minutes at one point. That's crazy. The merch was fucking cool. Like, it really was cool. Fam, thank you for the 2 months. If you ever need a free professional photographer or videographer for these events, hit me up. Shit, go to Roomfest, bro. Let's go. Thank you, man. The merch looks sick. The Torva tea is sick. Yeah. What are we sipping on? It's just cold brew coffee, man. Just to give you guys a heads up, I'm not doing too much today on stream. I'm probably going to be going AFK a lot. Every like 30 minutes to an hour. My dog's not doing well. Zoe hasn't really been eating for the last couple of weeks. She's sick. We get blood work back on her today. We had an x-ray last week on Friday while I was gone, and took her to the doctor, to the vet, and nothing came back wrong in the x-ray, but we'll get the blood work back today. But I don't feel good about this week. So I've been trying to get her to eat all morning today and haven't been successful. So, you know, just, you know, keep her in your thoughts, you know. But I'm going to be checking on her a lot today. But I just don't feel good about the situation. How old is Zoe? Zoe's 13. Snuggle, thank you for the 9 months, man. But yeah, just, you know, just let you guys know. Can we see her or a pic? I'm not going to bring her inside. She kind of just, you know, wants to lay out and be on her own. But I can show you a picture, yeah. This is Zoe. Sorry, it's kind of like glaring because the light's right there. It was fun drinking with you the other day, man. Such your sorry to hear about the dog. Yeah, thank you, dude. You too, though, man. You too. They've already been asked, but do you see the event next year being in the US again? I do. I think they would do it in the US again. Yeah. Oh, Sardako's friend. What's up, Trip? Good meeting you, dude. I know exactly who you are after saying that. Hope it's near Detroit now. Honestly, if I had to guess, they would do it in Chicago again. I think the area was very good. There's a ton of hotels. It's right next to the airport. There's the venue, of course, that we used, but right next to it, there is a convention center. So if it needs to be bigger next year, they can potentially rent that out. So if I had to guess, they'd do it in Chicago again. It's a very centralized location for everyone. It's not too far away from the guys flying from Europe. And it's decent enough to be, you know, in the central states, so you know, everyone can kind of fly in decently. O'Hare sucks though, by the way. Looks like you were having a blast when I met you, dude. I had a great time. Had a great time. Congrats on the baby on the way. Thank you, man. Yo, Oak. I'm sorry, not Oak. Minky. Thank you for the 26 months. Did you see you were in Fox News? I did. Actually, like I saw that there was a news story, whatever else. It wasn't until I was in the airport heading home that I actually watched it and realized that I was part of it. Did I get lost in O'Hare? No, a lot of people, including creators, got lost in O'Hare. Fortunately for me, I've traveled before and I can read signs. So it was not very difficult for me at all. It wasn't that bad, honestly. But a couple of the British creators got lost for like 2 hours trying to find where to get to the Ubers. That was funny. Can you give us some insights on the team vibes in Chicago? Vibes were up for the entire event until we lost, and then a lot of the team was a bit down about it. Getting RNG'd out is not a lot of fun, you know, especially in a best of one. I thought we had a really good chance to win the thing, man. That's too bad. The semifinals should have been best of 3. Probably should have been, but it would have taken a lot of time, honestly, man. I think it's fine that it was best of 1. We all knew that it was best of 1. It is what it is. Talk about your fight with Mammal. Yeah, I need to look back at my fight with Mammal. A couple things about it. I think I hit like 5 zeros on robes with an AGS.
No. Yes,
the fuck?
Yes.
And
I've soloed a Twisted Bow.
at one point in my fight, so someone posted a clip on Reddit talking about how like I had like super shaky hands and shit. Towards the end of my fight with Mammal, I accidentally hit this button right up here on my mouse, and it's a Logitech mouse. So you know how there's different DPI settings in the G Hub. The tech guys that set up my mouse had like 5 different DPI settings set. My DPI during the fight with Mammal went from 850 to 2400. So that's why I was very shaky at the end, because I was on fucking 2400 DPI trying to finish off the fight. It sucked, dude. We'll watch back the fight. I bet you can notice exactly when it happens, because it's such a big difference. So yeah, for the next fight, I went into G Hub and like deleted all the extra settings. So yeah, still won though. Still won though. But yeah, that was crazy. We'll watch back the stuff in a bit. I just want to kind of talk for a bit this morning. Timid, thank you for the 64 months here, 3 man. Purple Rain, thanks for the Prime sub. Apollon, the 42 months. Transgressional, thanks for the 75 months. And Mr. Prof, thanks for the 8 months. You played great. Faux stock through the roof. I'm happy, man. Dude, big stage, you know, winning all my fights. Lowest stats didn't matter. Little bro gear on the team didn't matter. I feel good about it, dude. Was there any payout for the event? The creators were not paid. However, to share something pretty cool with you guys, and I don't even know if I'm supposed to share it. Solo Mission offered to pay all of the creators a $1,000 bonus that were part of it. So very cool of him. I'm pretty sure that's coming out of his pocket. I know his kick stream was extremely successful, so that's very cool of him. I think that's a great great thing to do. So, you know, big ups to my man Solo. 1 hour of kick revenue. I've done the math and I know what that math looks like on kick, bro. And it is large. But yeah, good shit, man. Good shit. Was there a good after party? I didn't go to any after party. I went to the little Rosemont City Center area just so I could like meet a lot of the fans that were out there. And I went around with some of the creators, you know, had a couple beers. Morning, brother Foe. It was great meeting you and co-commentating the finale with you. What an awesome experience. Yeah, what's up, dude? Moving up to 3rd to 4th pick status next, Dead Man. I'm at least going to be 3rd from the end next year, man. Like 21st pick, 22nd pick overall, maybe. You know what I mean? It's $100 for 1K viewers per hour. I had it at 11 cents per viewer per hour, which I think works out just about to that, yeah. If you're not multi-streaming.
No,
If they multi-stream the event on Kick, I'd agree, but it was, I think it was better missing out on that market. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Oda was at 120k viewers, man, at one point. That's fucking wild, dude. I'm thinking about, actually building a rig to, stream RuneFest this year, by the way. Like building a, you know, mobile streaming rig, like an IRL streaming backpack rig. Backpack system, yeah. Let me be your cameraman? Maybe, we'll see, dude. But like, this is the first RuneFest that I've been to, that I'm going to in like 8 years or something. You know, I usually get there and like kind of just chill, but I kind of want to stream it this time, man. You really shine this, Dead Man? Doubt you go past 4th row next year? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. If you need an IT guy, I got you. I'm going to have to figure this out, but I've got some time to think about it. You know what I mean? I think it would be worth, you know, investing a few $1,000s into it. Greetings from Oklahoma. Great to meet you, and thanks again. Are you one of the guys that drove from Oklahoma that I met, man? Eevescape first row pick next year? Eevescape, he did really well over the week, man. People give him a hard time, but he did really well. They were kind of dealt a rough hand, dude. The nice plan sent me. From the perspective, I didn't realize, I forgot they had the camera on me, so I kill Eevescape and you just see me furiously fucking typing to get it in time. That was good. Alfie played well? Alfie did play very well, yeah. I'm glad I didn't have to fight Alfie, honestly. I'm glad they got kicked out before we had to fight him. Because he probably would have smoked me, man. It's gonna suck waiting a whole year before this again? Yeah. Sick Nerd did well. Yep. Foe was the only streamer I got to meet. Oh, well, I'm glad I got to meet you, dude. Dabo, thank you for the tier 3 101 months, man. Appreciate you, brother. Everyone did so well. Other than one Coxie KO, everyone was out before dying. Not true. It might have been Perp, but I think we KO'd Perp as well when he had a couple food left. And then Lake might have gotten KO'd just before he was out too. But yeah, I think we KO'd 2 people. Greg KO'd Perp, I think, at the end of our fight with him. Phoenix, thanks for the 24 months, man. On like it was the 61 VLS, I think. Port Cozard was flaming Evie's plan in Oda's chat throughout the week. Great job, yeah, thank you, man. The double death was sick? Yeah. What was that? Mika, maybe? That might have been like Mika on Skidler? I don't know, something like that. Who do you think moves up the most where he's picked for next Deadman? That's a tough question. I don't really know. 61 if he does it again, maybe. You think he's a first row pick next year? I think early second row would be my guess for 61. Mutz was so good. Mutz is always so good, man. I told you, like, there's no way that Odablock should have not picked Mutz and Mika for his first and second pick, in my opinion. He should have gone Mika Mutz right there. His week would have been so much different, bro. Do you think if you were Oda's last pick, you could have won? I think the week would have been a lot different for Oda if that happened. I don't know that we would have won. I think it's hard to win from the sixth position, the sixth draft position in this thing. As you see, again, another first pick won the tournament. You know what I mean? It's tough to have most of the big talent off the board by the time you get around to your pick. But I think the week would have gone a lot differently. I would have been doing things to gear Gnome, and then Gnome would have been doing things to gear Oda, and Terry would have been released on like day 2, you know? So it would have been a lot different. Would you be a captain next year and switch with Oda? I've been a captain in this before. I wouldn't do it again, man. I have no business being a captain in this thing. I'm not good enough. Papa Bear, I see what you're saying, man. I've seen you say it like 20 times. I'm just not reading every single thing that goes into the chat, brother. Yes, I did sneak into the Dragon Tier area several times. Actually, after I got kicked out, bro, I would like go outside, like meet a few people outside, say hi, and then I'd go watch the fights. But I'd just go sit somewhere different in the audience every time, just to like meet different people. So I kept crashing people's like seats, which is fine because I think a few people left the event by then. No, I never got kicked out of the Dragon area. They didn't even check my badge, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. That being said, I had a talent badge, so like I could get anywhere anyways. Is it true half the crowd left when the Warriors lost the tourney? Maybe. A lot of people had left, but I think people had left for like food and stuff like that at one point, you know. Did the event feel like it dragged on in person? To me, no, but like I was busy like 100% of the time. It didn't take people very long to realize what door we were coming out of when we came from backstage. So like every time I left that door, there were like 100 people standing there waiting to meet people. Did Solo hint any game design changes for next season you can share? Not yet, but I'm sure there's got to be some things that are different for sure. You were an absolute demon in this, standing at the line when the doors opened to shake everyone's hand. That was awesome. That was fun, dude. That was the best part for me, man. I genuinely think I took probably 1,000 pictures with people, over this event. Like, I think it had to be about that many, dude. Crazy you met Chig? I'm amazed that Chig even knew who I was, bro. Like, he walked into the bar that we were at the night before when Jagex had, like, an open bar for us, and, like, you know, walked right up to me. I was like, "Fall!" And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Yeah, that was pretty cool. I chilled with him for a little bit. Did you know Eliop was giant? I knew he was tall. I did not know he was that tall, man. I used to think Soup and Framed were the tall guys, and he mogged the shit out of them, dude. I got to pick with you at King's at like 4 p.m. on Friday. Oh, nice. In between fights, when people left for the bathroom, it literally dropped like 10 degrees in the seats. Wait, really? Oh, wow. Full screen the stream? Yeah, sorry. Here, I'll put my face back on, man. Didn't realize Gnome was also tall. Yeah, Gnome's huge. I met him at the Jagex event back in January. He's big, dude. He's big. The B stream was peak content. Yeah, I didn't really get to like watch any of it, of course, but I went and sat down a couple times and like analyzed some fights. Got a great pic of Ash wearing the Ami. They sold out of food in like 3 hours. Plenty of beer, though. You know, calories, bro. That's all you need, right? I like the idea of pools, so people get put into a pool. PK ability, PVM ability, all around, jack of all trades. Picked via that, so everyone's picked from each pool. I do think that they need to like look at a different system for next year, rather than the snake draft, because as we've seen, I think the winners of the All-Stars have been either a first captain pick or second captain pick all 3 years. I'm thinking an auction draft is probably the way to do it, but I just don't know what the right one is. Solo was 5th? Oh, fuck, I'm dumb. Never mind. Damn, he was 5th? All right, never mind. I'm absolutely wrong. Hardy, thank you for the 13 months, man. Wait, Dino was 3rd in season 1? I thought he was 2nd in season 1. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Maybe I'm wrong then. Never mind. The planners should be captains? I don't think so, man. I mean, you need... I think you need the best PK ability as captains, honestly. Unfortunately, I do think Bodhi needs to go back to being a captain, though. He should be a captain. I know he doesn't want to be, but he should be a captain. Do you think Mika would be a good captain? Yes, but I don't think that he would get the captain spot. Yeah, and that's a problem too. Oda doesn't want to be a captain next year either, you know? Do you think you would clear Perp Rebels? Hang on, what was that? Do you think you would clear Perp Rebels and RR in the other semifinal? Am I reading that right? Do I think I would clear Perp Rebels? Brother, we beat them without Westy even fighting. We did clear them. As for RR, I do think we win against Reese. That being said, Hallie's can be a bitch. Like, maybe the Hallies would have cooked us too much. I don't know. I think we would have beaten Reese, but I'm not sure. And we just won't know, unfortunately. Hallies didn't do shit. They didn't do as much as I expected them to do, honestly. The finals being draft order removes strategy. Yes, but I think it's kind of nice that you don't have like Reese going up against me. You know what I mean? The reverse draft order keeps like talent with each other, and I think that was the right way to do it. Did we hit the casino at all? I didn't. I left pretty early yesterday to get home in time for dinner. But I did read the Discord this morning, and it looks like the boys went to the casino last night. And within about an hour, maybe an hour and a half of getting there, Bodhi said, the casino took us for the lot. Solo, we need an Allstars ASAP rebuild. So it doesn't look like they did too well. Doesn't look like they did too well. They got cleared very quickly. Multi-fight? Multi-fight would have been crazy, honestly. But I don't think they're as exciting to watch, honestly. You know? Never cheered as much when you defeated Curtis? Yeah, that was good, man. Perp versus Oda the first 5 seconds. I missed that. I don't know how I missed it, but apparently like there was like a double chance, like Venge Voidwaker right away with Perp and Oda, and I missed that completely. I need to look back at it. We are going to watch back some of it today, by the way. You against Mammal. Who do you think fights? Do you mean who do you think wins? Mammal and I did fight, man. I won. Reese, thank you for the 1K bits, man. Foma, man, first off, it was an absolute pleasure meeting you and getting a picture with you. You as well, man, and your brother, bro. Secondly, I thought it was extremely awesome and humble of you, Bodhi, Alfie, Oda, and a few others taking the time going around to meet and greet all the fans. I saw you going down the line while people were waiting to get into the event and just chatting with everyone, which was awesome. Wish more streamers would have been a little bit more like you in that aspect. Yeah, funny enough, man, like, thank you, by the way, man. Funny enough, like, a lot of the streamers said that they were going to go, and then no one showed up. Except for me, but, I don't know, our schedule was, like, not, like, super clear, I think. I think they told us we were supposed to be there at 1, but then, like, someone said we didn't have to be there, you know, or we're supposed to be at 11, and, like, I don't know. I wanted to go meet as many people as I could have, though. How were the stage nerves? After the first fight, pretty decent, honestly. I mean, I think I actually shook less than I usually do, which is crazy. The first fight, adrenaline was pumping a little bit. But, and of course, I ended up having the mouse DPI issue, which didn't help. But yeah, I felt more comfortable than I felt in Season 1 when I was at home playing, which was crazy. Brother, you won almost every first round match you did? No, I won every first round match. I was 3 for 3, bro. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get a lot of damage off on my next competitor before I died, which kind of sucked. Do you normally spam click your escape key? Yes, I spam click any key that I'm pressing. If I need to go to F1, I click it 40 times. My escape key is my inventory, which is why I use it. Father, thank you for the 5 gifted, man. Appreciate you, brother. Zenite, thank you for the 7 months. Didn't get to say hi in Chicago, but I was there cheering on the farmers. Great work to all. Yo, thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Did you have to click to get in the fight, or was it an auto till the end? Nah, there was like a portal door thing that we had to click to get in. The worst part about the fights was not knowing when it was going to start. On stage, we had no indication of how long we had until the fight started, and that's a problem. For one of the fights, my second fight, I think, against Oda's team, Evie and I ended up pre-potting like 2 minutes before the fight started, because the only indication was fireworks that went over one of the competitors' head, but we didn't know when that was going to happen. Could you hear the announcers? No, not really. What we could hear was the crowd every time someone like Voidwaker spec'd. The crowd would just go crazy. Were you allowed to look at the main screen to see what other teams had? You were allowed to watch the main screen, but you couldn't relay information from the main screen to your team. Which they didn't tell anyone at first. They told everyone after like the first fights, basically, that we couldn't do that. Funny part is, I was watching Torvesta versus someone, maybe Torvesta Perp, I don't know. And I think it was like right as Torvesta went into the fight, he like looked up at the screen to see what his competitor's inventory had, like to see how much food they had left. And that's what it looked like, at least. You saw that? That was funny, dude. The Bodhi chant was crazy. Yeah, man. Which one of your teammates would you like to play with the most again? That's a tough one, man. Greg, honestly. Greg was a beast all week, man, but also he's just so fucking funny. Loaded question? Nah, it's fine. Give me just a sec, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check on my dog. Shadow, yo, thank you for the 4 months, man. Just a sec. Hey, Fo, it was a true pleasure meeting you this weekend. I was Sick Nerds +1. You kicked ass this weekend and real down to earth. Congrats on the new bun in the oven. Happy belated Father's Day. Thank you, dude. Is the dog good? She's sleeping right now, man. Great to meet you this weekend, man. Spoke with you a few times over the weekend, but I still had to laugh that you were telling us the headsets weren't noise canceling, and each void respect you heard the crowd go nuts. It was so distracting, man, honestly. Spec, thank you for the 100 bits. It was amazing meeting you. Thanks again for signing my jersey. You're welcome, brother. Mr. Tony, how are we, bro? Father Venus, thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. Zenite, didn't get to say hi in Chicago, but I was there cheering on the farmers. Great work to all. Thank you.
No!
Why are these alerts always doubling up? Just don't know why sometimes. Well, huge performance on stage. Was cool seeing you fighting. Yeah, it was good. We did well, man. We did well. Did they talk about All-Stars next year's, if it would be an IRL thing or not? I don't think we know anything like that yet. Did you see Mika's measurement tape? Yes, I did. Does this change your mind on doing All-Stars again? I would do it again, but I need to see, like, you know, what things are looking like, right? Like, I'm gonna have another kid this time next year, so, like, it's all gonna matter about, like, you know, when it's gonna be and whatever else, all the logistics, if I could do it or not. Did the JMods like the US style event? I think they did. I think so. Is RuneFest on the cards for you this year? It is pushing it close, but I am planning on going. Baby number 3 on the way? Yeah, Greybird. I've got a boy on the way, man, in December. Did I find my phone? I did, yeah. The USA chants? I was definitely in the crowd chanting as well, dude. Your reaction when you got your first kill at the finale with Cinema? I don't think anyone expected me to win, you know? So, like, it was good to get those kills.
Thanks for the pine
Off by 1, thanks for the 19 months, brother. Have your kid in the UK so he has an accent? I don't think that's how accents work. The guy behind me was getting legit upset as Oda was losing his final fight. Brother Foe, it was an absolute pleasure meeting you Saturday. I appreciate you taking the time to take a picture, even though you and Mammal were in a rush. I was one in the blue party hat and you said, man, you have a hell of a handshake. I do. Yeah, sorry. I was trying to get to the crowd with Mammal, and like the moment we stepped out the door there, obviously like everyone rushed us to take pictures and stuff. So eventually I just had to like, I basically told everyone around us that we had to be somewhere. We didn't. We just wanted to go like sit down in the crowd to watch the fight. So, but Mammal wasn't insertive enough to tell people that we needed to keep going. So I basically said like, no, we got to go now. And I told him just act like you're walking with a purpose and that we need to be somewhere and no one will stop you. From a creator's perspective, what would you like to see change next year? Figuring out the logistics of changing over the fights quicker so there's not so much downtime. Scheduling it to where you don't have to have the 45-minute intermission. Hopefully there's a possibility where you can schedule where like people can actually take breaks and get some food and whatever else. That was too long. And then having a designated meet and greet time and area would be nice. That being said, it's a very long event. We already know that, but that would have been awesome for the fans as well. Was there security at the event? Because it sounds like everyone was getting mobbed. There was security, but like we could have definitely requested, you know, to have someone from the venue like come around with us from the security team. I didn't. I think Oda did have someone coming around with him, but realistically, like when it comes to stuff like that, like Oda himself, in my opinion, should literally hire private security for something like this. He's just too big of a creator. He needs to have his own private security team hired for something like this. Like that is something that him and Mo should look into, I think. For me, I mean, I kind of go out of my way to try to, you know, be in the middle of everything and meet people. It doesn't really bother me. Yeah, he needs Oda blockers. That's it. Weird shirtless guy interacting with Oda. I saw that. That was interesting. It was awesome getting to meet you and the other creators in person. Every one of you guys brought great energy. It was super friendly to talk to. Buddy of mine was getting a photo with Rory and you photobombed it. Sorry, I did. I remember that. Was that right outside of Bub's, right? Hey, folks, nice meeting you. Thanks for the hug. I was hoping I'd get to sing You're Welcome with you. Yeah, nice meeting you too, man. I remember that. You were so kind. It was nice seeing you outside of Bub's and visiting the line before the event. Oh, thank you. It was great meeting you. Thank you, thank you. As a fan that didn't end up going this year, I'll absolutely be there next year. You should, man. You should. It was a lot of fun. How'd you like Rosemont? The area that it was in was really nice, man. Like all the hotels close, the like nice city center close, good area outside for us to kind of hang out. It was decent, man. Glad you got back safe. So nice meeting you as well, Bunny. Thank you for the little care package. That was pretty cool. The best clip was Perp asking the staff for beers during the event. They got in trouble apparently for like raiding the admin office and taking like beers and vodka from there. And apparently, I didn't see this, but apparently Ayuza asked them if they did that, and they were like, yeah. And he apparently was like, don't do that again. And Perp told me that he looked straight at Ayuza and said, Ben, I'm fucking doing it again, bro. Perp's such a gem, dude. He's such a gem. Yeah, still heisting at the event, man. All the hotels were connected via Skylink. You know, that would have been nice to know, because I like walked right under that thing and like across a massive road to get to the event. You stayed in the DoubleTree. It was super nice. You got to crash all the creators then, huh? You know what was crazy? Wait, do we have to buy our own $25 beers? Oh, Saturday, I don't think I bought one beer for myself, man. People kept handing me beers, like at the event, outside, at Bub's, whatever else. I don't think I bought a drink for myself on Saturday. Probably not the smartest idea for me to drink whatever someone handed me, but I did anyways. Why did you go to the event? I was competing at it, sir. Was it the best RuneScape event you've been to? Yes, actually. I've been to a lot of RuneFests, and this beat RuneFest for me by a good bit. Yeah, it was awesome. What was the part that you enjoyed the most? For me, like spending 3 hours walking down the line outside when people were waiting to get in, just meeting everyone. You got 6 people to try Malort. I managed to avoid it the entire night, or the entire time I was there. I didn't have any. Commanders fan here. How was it meeting Chig? He's a cool guy, man. I didn't know that he got picked up by the Commanders. He told me that while I was talking to him. I was hoping he would come over to the Texans, dude. But yeah, it was very cool meeting him. He's a nice guy. Very, very humble guy. Did he race Oda? He did. I think Oda almost beat him, but Oda jumped the line again, I know. Oda's fast, man. Oda has no business being that fast. How did it feel to play on stage? It was fine. It was fine. I was nervous for the first fight. I was fine after that.
Foe.
Mr. Prof, thank you for gifting GQ Chig with a sub, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Living in Rosemont, hope you got some good Chicago food. Dude, I basically couldn't eat the whole time I was there. I didn't eat too much. At one point, though, on Friday, we were at the King's place, the bar side of King's, and we were watching the game. And I think it was the USA-Australia game. And Tasty and T-Papa and some other guys were waiting for their food there for 2.5 hours. And didn't get it. So we left and went to Fogo together. Was Face of AZ there? No, I didn't see him. I don't think so. Did you guys do a Weasel's dinner? No, I was trying to get the Weasels to go to Fogo, but when we went, I think Westy was sleeping. Can you believe Oda picked Eevescape over you? I think it was the wrong decision, but yeah, I know. I get why he picked him, you know. He wanted more of the PvP or PVM side, I think. If Oda's not a captain next year, who do you see being the captain for all 6 teams? Replace Oda with Bodhi. Bodhi goes back to being a captain. And maybe bring in Wiggled to be a competitor and a captain. I would like to be on a team with Wiggled. But he's not as big of a creator, so I don't know that people would want it as much. I don't know. I don't think I would mind Mutz being a captain. The general as a captain? I feel like Signard would just build a burger team though, you know? Wiggle, Dear Lola, Sardako, and a few others. Sardako would be a terrible captain. I don't think Lola would be a great captain. Wiggled would be a good one. Lake, I could see Lake being a captain. I could see Greg being a captain. I think Greg would be a decent captain. You know Sardako has no business being a Deadman captain, though, bro.
No! Yes! I've soloed it.
Mr. Sunny, thank you for the 84-month tier 3. Appreciate you, bud. You'd be great for the role. I've already done it, man. I wouldn't do it again, though. Ian should be a captain. I don't think he would compete in it again. I think he wants to do like the shoutcasting role, and he's so good at it, but Ian would be a good captain. Have I seen the local Chicago news one? I'll watch it. I've seen it once, but I didn't really like pay too much attention to it. But I did see that I was part of it, you know? I also think Ian called Mr. Mammal a father. I think he might have meant to say, like, farmer. I don't know. Hang on. Look, I'm famous, bro.
Thanks for the pine zone, Dada.
Foe!
The guy's just like, oh, all right then. That's crazy. Yeah, so I'm famous now, bro. Do you think Jagex lost money doing this event? On paper right now, yes, but the like residual marketing effects of this, no. I think they did really well on merch sales. I think they'll offset a lot of it. It's a pricey thing to bring, you know, so many people out. To rent a venue, you know, to fly in and house all the creators and stuff like that. Like it's always going to be a loss. They'll straight up tell you like RuneFest and anything like this is a loss. But that's part of the reason, you know, like part of the reason for that is they can't really like accurately determine like, okay, this is how much, you know, of an impact it has when it comes to you know, the long-term value. It's an advertising expense, yeah. The Chipotle partnership was annoying. I'm not convinced any codes existed. Yeah, I don't know how any of that worked, honestly. Your wife and you both got one? Oh, there you go. See, it works. Is Chipotle overrated or worth it? Oh, I love Chipotle, man. That's one of my favorite places to eat. That being said, I talked to Mod North at one point, and I told him if we win, I want the like unlimited Chipotle food card, and he said done. But we didn't win. Do you have any insight on Mod North? I've heard people say that he genuinely cares about the direction of the game and isn't a typical CEO. I like Mod North. He's a businessman. He is a businessman. I do think he cares about the direction of the game. I think he's a very smart CEO, and he's in that position for a reason, and he's going to do what it takes to make the game make money, because that's his job. That's why he's in that role as CEO. He does, like, he is a player himself. He does know a lot of the creators. He pays attention to us. He knows what's going on. He's also very well researched, though. You know what I mean? Like, when I have a conversation with him, he knows the type of clips that I've generated in the last week, and when he's watched those, he's very well prepared to talk to me, because he's a businessman. You know, he's doing his job. Not to say that it's dishonest or anything like that, but I know that he's well researched before he goes into things like this, and he knows, you know, the right things to say. He's a smart guy, you know. But I do think he cares about the direction of the game. Did you see Eevescape had Death Daughter against you and still lost? I did see that. Yep, Eevescape was using a banned plugin against me. He should not have had that on. I didn't see until after the fact. But yeah. Wait, really? Yeah, he had Death Daughter on. Someone was using the freeze timer. Freeze timers were fine, but we couldn't have Death Daughter or Entity Hider. Eevee kicking you 3 times was funny. I didn't notice that he kicked me until I watched the fight back. Someone said he was using... yeah, Skidler was using Hawkeye. He should have been DQ'd? It doesn't matter, man. You know, he didn't win anyways. They lost both of their fights. Didn't make any difference. Did you meet anyone for the first time? Of like the creators? Yeah, good few. Mika, I've met Mika before. I've never met Westy before. That was the first time meeting Westy. Never met Elliot before. Mutts I have met before. A lot of these guys I've done events with in the past, but yeah. Hawkeye while he has the dex. Yeah, he had Eagle Eye on. His Skidler's Eagle Eye was in his rigger position. Have you met Greg? Yeah, I met Greg back in January when I went to the Jagex HQ. Jin Diff, thank you for the 14 months. Flash to 62 months. Cosmic 40 months. Mr. Sunny, thank you again for the 84 months. Mutz continues to shine. Mutz did so freaking well, dude. He really did. Play the game? I don't really feel like playing the game right now, man. Who do you think from each row has underperformed? In the finals? Yeah, shit, I don't even know, man. I mean, I didn't get to watch all of the fights, you know. Let me look at the order. Eevescape, I think, underperformed in the last row the most. Sync, I would say, in the second to last row. I kind of want to say Gnome underperformed what people expected of him in the third row. But I think mostly that's based on the amount of damage he did in one of the fights, which was kind of low. In the second row, I don't really know. I don't know who underperformed there. I didn't see enough of their fights, I think. And of the captains, Framed, I think. That being said, Framed was at a big disadvantage because of the blood money situation. His whole team was at a disadvantage because of the blood money situation because they didn't have extra brews and stuff like that. Rexy did extremely well. Which, I mean, we knew he would, you know? Isn't the new Dragon Wilds expansion out this week? I think it might be. Jagex hasn't like reached out to us about it, so I don't think we're getting sponsored for it. Are there any other content creators you'd like to see in future ones? There's plenty of content creators I'd like to see in the menu. Paul going 3-0 wasn't on anybody's bingo card, I think. Not with my stats, man. Like, people didn't trust the stats. Pip is handsome. He's a pretty good looking guy, yeah. Do you think the 5v5 format is fair, considered Westy barely fought in the first match? It's not Westy's fault that he didn't fight in the first match. He didn't fight because Coxie got KO'd and Perp got KO'd. Demon, thanks for the Prime sub, brother. Appreciate you. What was your favorite meal you had on the trip? I didn't eat much while I was there. Probably Fogo. I went to Fogo with some of the guys. I do like Fogo. Meat. That's it. Do you like Portillo's? Never been. That was my cue to say Chipotle. They didn't give me the unlimited Chipotle card, so I can't say that, you know. Best of one semifinals was stupid. Well, we would have been there until 11 p.m. if it wasn't best of one semifinals. Adding 4 more fights to the whole thing is a lot, man. I mean, there were only like, what, 9 fights total or something? No, Natch, thanks for the 62 months. And it was still an 8-hour event. We were robbed of a DNWW finals. I said it like right after our fight, but the DNWW fight, that was the finale fight to me. But I just thought we were a stronger team than Reese's team. That being said, Reese played really freaking well in the event. He really did. Like, he is such a good Outlast 1v1er. Did I try deep dish? Not until I like was leaving for like in the airport. I got like Regino's or something like that in the airport. Pleasure meeting you, and thanks for the picture. Hold on to that one. Ah, thank you, Court. You too, buddy. Felt bad for people booing him live, especially since his parents were there. I was a little surprised to hear the Westy Weasels get booed at the beginning of the event, honestly. I didn't expect that one. Apparently people didn't like us. Oda fans? Maybe. Yeah, could be. Reese's team got booed a lot more. Oh, I know, yeah. But I didn't expect us to get booed. That being said, we did terrorize the teams the entire week, so I get it. Stone Arrow, thanks for the 3 months, man. You were so kind to anyone who walked up for a photo. Thanks for being awesome. That's the best part of the events, man. How was Reese backstage? Reese, he's a lovely person in person. Like I thought he was a great dude. I haven't gotten to spend a lot of time with him in the past, but he's very kind, very positive. Just don't get caught. That's it. Just don't get caught. All right, I want to watch some of the events back. I need to take a look. Who was the favorite creator that I met? I think I probably enjoyed spending time with Perp, Elliot, and Eviescape the most. Eviescape's a cool guy, man. Tyrus, thanks for the 36 months. It's been a long ass time since I've been on Twitch all that much, and subbed to you Watching Allstars took me back to the old days. Congrats on everything. It's well deserved. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for the pines on Dada.
Let's see. Twitch. Old school RS. New gaming. Thanks to the 17 months. Missed DMA because I wanted to spend time with a new kiddo. Understandable. But hope it was fun and enjoyable for you and yours. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, brother. All right, let's see. Dude, 1.4 million views on this live stream video. That's crazy. All right, let's see. I'm going to change this up so YouTube can hear. Hopefully they don't like play music or whatever.
It is absolutely incredible to be here, and thank you for all of you that have joined us here in this studio, I was about to say, in the theater.
Let me make this larger. It'll make the resolution better.
Without you. But it also wouldn't be possible without our sponsors of the event, so I'd like to shout a big thank you to Twitch, Chipotle, and Starforge Systems. For those of you watching at home,
Trying to figure out why this guy was like staring this way, but I think he's one of the security guys.
throughout the show, as well as some Starforge keyboards, so do stay tuned.
Oh, they gave out some stuff. Nice.
Right. Now, it's been an incredible week for old school RuneScape, and I want to find out from the...
Oof. The noise gate on his mic is really bad.
Right? Now, we've seen our fair share of events in the UK. You might have heard of RuneFest. Some of you might be going. But
It was so bad at first. They really could have tested that a bit more, huh?
So, let's make some noise if you think the Reese Rhinos are winning this thing.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay. I think we have a fan favorite for the least liked team. That's going to be.
Did I get one of the Void Wakers? No, we didn't get given those.
What about the Dino Nuggets? Any Dino fans? That's good. I like that.
How about the Perp Rebels?
They kept changing the camera angle to over-the-shoulder shot of the monitors. It pissed me off.
There's a few fans out here. If there is anyone who is here supporting the Oda Block Warriors, can I get a go, come on! Wow.
What they shouldn't have done during the event,
It's a close call.
every time someone died, it looked like they panned to the audience, and then they'd miss like the first 20 seconds of the next fight. So dumb. Like, they're potentially going to miss a KO when they do stuff like that, you know? Like, so dumb.
I think has been a firm favorite for many throughout the last 9 days. Any West Ham Weasel supporters out there? Surprising. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for all of the energy that you're showing. We really appreciate it.
That guy was so nice. He was there with his son. I met him in the line.
Massive shout out to a very special person. Before that, though, I just want to reiterate once more.
Okay, I'm gonna go forward a bit.
That gives
People have them paid to win at the moment.
Ooh.
stats to look at.
Didn't know they had
I want you
this.
to take a look at these and tell me, what kind of story do they tell?
Yeah, all these stats.
Oh, it's so soft.
They're just numbers, but there's a story behind all of them. The West Ham Weasels, of course. The top team of this tournament. The #1 seed by blood money. So many kills, so many deaths. Oh, so many kills, not many deaths, sorry. But they're definitely fan favorites. I think a lot of people have them pegged to win at the moment. But anything can happen on stage. I genuinely think any of these 6 teams can take it. The Dino Nuggets, the Reese Rhinos.
The jerseys were pretty cool.
Yeah, rivaling the Weasels. And then, I think the fan favorites from the crowds. The Perp Rebels, the Old Block Warriors. Can they pull off on stage? I'm so looking forward to seeing how these guys do. I don't think the game matters too much. I think it's going to be how the crowd reacts, how people react on stage. I think
Zezima? No, I don't think I've ever met Zezima.
It is absolutely. I'm so excited to see how it goes down. I can't wait for the handshakes. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I have to ask, last question from me. Who is your favorite to be winning?
Thank you, nerd. Appreciate you, brother.
I've got to get these guys back next year, Isaac. You put me in an awkward spot. But like I said, I think it will come a lot down to handling the pressure on stage. And I think the team with the most stage experience is the Dino Nuggets.
Okay.
Fair.
They have so much expectations on them. You know what happens when you have a lot of expectations. That's a lot of pressure. So yeah, we'll see how
Scripted.
we do. But honestly, I think any team has a really good chance today.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this tournament right now. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for Solo Mission.
Let's go!
Right.
Can I turn the audio up? Yeah.
We've got one other quick
that?
thank you to give, and that is to the unsung heroes of this tournament.
Chipotle.
You might know our two referees.
Oh.
Classic.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Within the finale, please,
I want to see how
everyone,
awkward
a
this
huge
was.
round of applause.
They didn't tell us much about what to do. We didn't even really know exactly where to stand here. We just kind of had an idea. Initially, I actually thought they were bringing like all of the competitors on stage at the same time. I didn't realize it was only our team. Like, I wish we kind of like hyped up the crowd or something a little bit more here, but we didn't really know what to do. We didn't practice coming out on stage like this, you know? Should have played your song. Dude, I would have loved the Westy Weasel song on the way out.
That was a pretty good reception. How are
Also,
you feeling today, Wes?
look at how rude this is that they put me right next to Elliot, man. Dude's a giant.
I'm feeling rather good.
Made me look
actually.
tiny.
I'm feeling confident in our team.
Confident in your team. Okay, all right. I was going to ask, do you think you
I
can
look
take the
shorter than
victory
Greg.
today?
Greg is like 3 inches shorter than me, and I look shorter than him because I'm right next to Eli.
Chance to beat us, but I think we have a very, very strong chance.
Okay, other than the Dino Nuggets, any other team or person in particular that you're a little bit worried about facing?
Ooh, any other team? Oh, the Oda Block
Oh,
Warriors.
we couldn't hear one thing that these guys were saying on stage, by the way.
Yeah, I think Terry is definitely ready to come out for that. Anything that you want to say to everyone who's watching?
What do you say?
See,
Anything you want to say to everyone
even
who's
Westy
watching
couldn't
here
hear
in
him.
the studio, in the theater and at home.
Thank you guys so much, every single one that's come out today.
It was so loud. It's just like the speakers just sounded like they were like echoing like 40 times from our perspective.
You guys are the goats of this event.
Hell yeah, well said. Keep it going for the
That being
West
said,
Ham Weasels, everyone.
Westy
Thank
did a
you
really
so
good
much.
job on his interview, I think.
Thank you.
No, we
Wes
didn't have
Ham.
any in-ear buds or anything like. They should
All right,
have,
guys, let's
but they
make
didn't do
some
anything like
noise
that.
For the Framed Friends.
How tall am I? I'm 5'10". How tall is Eli? 6'5".
All right, Framed. It's been an incredible week for you, my friend. How are you feeling going into this tournament?
I'm just here for the prize money, man.
There
Is
was
there
no prize
one
match
team
chat.
you don't want to fight?
No, I don't care. We'll fight whoever.
That's the spirit. Right. What are the friendship levels being like today going into this tournament?
The friendship levels? We all love Alfie, bro. Like, he's our leader. He's our real leader.
Amazing. Right, last question for you, buddy. How many raw chickens are you bringing to the finale?
I have no idea what you just said. I can't hear you.
Raw chickens. How many raw chickens?
Look, for Dino, at least one. At least one for him.
Thank you so much, Framed. Make some noise for the Framed Friends.
He literally did have a raw chicken in his inventory. Doobie hyped this up, man. He was backstage, like closed eyes, like, you know, like jamming out to himself. He was ready.
Wow.
Was it noticeably louder for Oda? Oh, the crowd went crazy for Oda, man.
You guys are incredible. How does that feel, Oda Block, coming out onto stage to a reception like that?
Man, I love you guys, man. This is amazing. The perseverance, the resilience of the Oda Block Warriors this week. We will show them. We will show them.
They did not.
Right, Oda Block, we spoke a little while back about trying to make something happen when you came out on the stage. Do you think it's possible that we could get everyone in the crowd to try and do the...
Come on! Gentlemen, we gotta show them. 3, 2, 1, come on!
There we go. All right, we made it happen. Oda, who are you potentially least looking forward to facing today?
Terry.
You gotta try and control him.
You said what?
You gotta try and control him.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'll tell you right now, we are outgeared, but that doesn't matter. We will show you guys what we've been through throughout the week. Our skill is gonna be showcased today. This is why I chose this team.
Okay.
Amazing stuff. Thank you so much, Oda Block and the Oda Block Warriors. Give it
Last
up, everyone.
place, by the way. It was showcased. Not the way they wanted.
Perp, I heard you were out pretty late last night. What does that say about how you're going to perform today?
I think everybody expected us to be hungover, and we are. We're still pissed. We're still pissed.
I gotta say, it's great to see the second half of your face.
Yeah.
Now,
I think Perp used the term pissed in like 4 different contexts, by the way. Spooky, thanks for the 5, man. Need Eliop to play tight end. Tell McNair to contact him. Yeah, we need him on the Texans,
you play
man.
this tournament different from every other team. Everyone else is turning up trying to kill the breach monsters, get the right weapons, and you just turn up and cause chaos. What inspired that?
Well, I think when people are watching a breach at home, they don't want to see people pull a monster away and kill a monster and, oh, Rexy's gotten a tier 5. No one wants to see that. They want to see a fight, and that's what we brought. We just aggression at every breach. Yeah.
Amazing. Now, speaking of fights, we've been asking people who they're scared of. I'm going to give you the opposite question. Who do you want to fight tonight?
Well, we're excited to fight the Warriors. I've been having a little bit of banter with Oda, and I told him I was going to piss on him, and we are, yeah. We're not beating the Weasels. Oda's not beating the Weasels. We're beating the Warriors.
All right.
We're making it out.
True and true.
Okay, thank you so much, Perp. Best of luck, and please make your way. Make some noise for Perp Rebels. Come on!
He read the script, man.
All right, we're coming up to the last 2 teams. These 2 who will be fighting against each other first. I want to hear a huge round of applause for the Dino Nuggets.
61 was such a vibe all weekend, dude.
All right. With the Dino Nuggets now. Dino, how are you feeling after that?
A lot better. Feeling good. We're ready.
You were pretty nervous leading up to this. Do you think the nerves are going to settle now?
This morning of the event, I was in the line, like meeting people and stuff, and every woman I met, I told them to try to shout Dino's name when he goes on stage just to get in his head, because I thought he'd get really nervous if all the ladies were like chanting Dino.
Had an experience of being on stage.
Didn't work.
You've heard how
I
awesome
don't think
the
they did
crowd
it.
are.
Yeah, I think we're all feeling a lot better today. We're ready. We're ready for it.
No hangovers from yesterday.
Why did you do this? And then I told him that I did that just to like mess with him a little bit more.
Who are you least looking forward to facing in the tournament?
Probably Frames team, because if he has a chicken, we're in the bin.
Yeah, that could be unfortunate. You can't even bring any with you. All right. What are you most looking forward to in terms of the way that the fight's potentially going to play out? Any secrets that you've got up your sleeve? Maybe a particular person you want to see fight against someone else?
Now, we had a good strategy, but
That's Signer saying, I can't hear a thing.
So we're just going to try our best, and hopefully we beat Reese.
Awesome. Anything that everyone should know about the Dino Nuggets going into this?
Not really. We just had an amazing week, and yeah, we're looking forward to it.
All right, well, hope you have a good run in the tournament. Thank you so much for joining us. Everyone give it up for the Dino Nuggets.
All right, guys, we have one final team. Please make some noise for the Reese Rhinos. Reese, how are you feeling going into this tournament?
I'm actually very confident. Our gear is really good. I'm so proud of our team. They've done so well this week.
Amazing. Now, I'm just going to point out the obvious. You're stood next to your good friend Torvesta. There was a bit of drama. Are you friends again?
Oh, yeah, of course. We've always been friends. It just gets a little bit heated during competitions, but why'd you get caught?
Amazing. Now, you've done a lot of preparing this week, and you've put yourself in a really good position. How do you feel going up against your competition? Do you feel like you've got the best gear, the best stuff?
Kind of sucked for them. Torvesta and Reese, their flight was like 45 minutes late getting into Dublin. So they missed their connection and had to stay in Dublin overnight. So they didn't get to the event until like the night before.
I think it's either West Ham's team or Dino's team, but I am very confident in my team's skill and the gear. So it's an RNG game. I think we can pull out the bag.
Yeah, we have confidence in you. Best of luck against the Dino Nuggets. Ladies and gentlemen, the Reese Rhinos.
It's nice to see the crowd cheering for them.
All right, while the first two teams prepare for their matches, let's talk a little bit about format and bring you up to speed, just in case you haven't been following along.
Right, so you all know this has been going on over a period of 9 days where players have been grinding and grafting to get the best stats, gear, supplies, you name it. They've been actually locked to 14 hours a day, which they've obviously all managed to do. Now, if you didn't know, they were able to pick up something called blood money, which is acquired by killing other players. If you die, you lose blood money. Now, for context,
I'm gonna go check out my dog game while you guys watch this.
40 blood money, that's enough to buy a VLS, the best weapon in the game. Some of these guys happen to have a VLS.
Yeah, so our teams are going to be lining up in reverse draft order and fighting one-on-one until the death, where the last member of the last team standing is deemed the victor. Some important information, in the finale this time round, sigils are banned, alongside a few key items. Players will not be able to take in Phoenix necklaces, so no extra healing from those, no prayer potions, and no lunar magics, meaning that if anyone does want to use Vengeance this time round, they're going to have made sure that they purchase the Vengeance trinket with blood money.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. Long gone are the days of the range tank with Venge taking 5 minutes. Today we're going to see some knockouts. Now, we've got 6 teams in total, so we're going to split them into 2 groups of 3. Each team will fight each other once, which means there will be no revenge matches. That also means 2 teams will get dropped, and 4 will proceed straight to the semifinals.
Yep, that's right. Our knockout stages will begin with 2 semifinals, and then we're finally going into the grand finale, seeing who comes out on top and wins Deadman Allstars Season 3 live here in Chicago.
Now, that sounds a little confusing to some of you. So if you want to follow along in the Twitch chat, you can just type !bracket to follow along. Now is also probably a good time for us to tell you we've actually got a second stream going. It's like a buy one, get one free. We've got 2. Now, if you want to watch more chill, laid-back stream, we've got Mod Sween with special guest. As of last night, because at the bar he suggested it, we were like, come on down. Jimmy will be with Mod Sween as guests before their fights and after their fights. We'll just pop in and have a nice chat.
Yeah, do tune in if you want to have a different experience for those of you watching at home, or maybe even load up both of the streams. Now, Archie, I just have to ask, are you by any chance hungry for food made with real ingredients?
I am hungry, Ben.
Well, look at you, because we've partnered with Chipotle to bring those of you watching at home a very special offer. Roll the tape of Archie from Pat.
Hey everyone, it's Mod Archie, and I have something really cool to share with you guys. During this year's Dead Man All-Stars live finale, we've partnered with Chipotle to bring you the Chipotle Honey Chicken Knockout Drop. Here's how it works. Chipotle is dropping a whole bunch of buy one, get one free Chipotle Honey Chicken entrees after every single match. We'll share a graphic featuring a unique code on live stream. You text that unique code to 888-222 for your chance to score the Chipotle Honey Chicken BOGO. There's a crazy amount of codes going out, over 10,000 throughout the night. So keep your phones close, watch every match, and when you see that last player get KO'd, get ready to secure your Chipotle Honey Chicken Knockout Drop. Big thank you to Chipotle for their support and for feeding the RuneScape community.
Well, thank you so much, Archie from the past. And for those of you who are watching at home that heard about the B stream, that Archie didn't tell you where you need to go, it is the official Jagex Twitch channel. So twitch.tv/Jagex. Right, without further ado, I think we're about ready to start. So I want to hear the room go absolutely crazy as we pass over to our two casters for this evening's event. It's Pure Spam and Mod Manked.
Good day, everybody. Hello, Chicago. How are we doing? We're excited for another Dead Man All-Stars finale. Can we hear some noise? Yeah, we hear you guys behind us. We are putting the cast in casting today. I'm joined by Mod Manked himself. How you doing, man? You excited for the finale?
I'm doing amazing. That crowd is crazy. Like, that cheering is absolutely insane. We love to hear it. The energy is what we need.
The vibes are immaculate out there. Went a little walk around, talk to everybody, and yeah, everyone's such good vibes. I cannot wait to see how this all unfolds. One can be hat right there. Yeah, we're going to check out all of the gear, shall we? Get into the mix, start talking about how this is probably going to go down.
Yeah, let's get into the Nuggets inventory right now.
Yeah, of course. The first fight will be the Dino Nuggets versus the Reese Rhinos in the first group stage match. The Dino Nuggets right here. These guys are
fight still hasn't started.
As you can see, they have 3 Avernic treads. The boots spectacular. A few confliction gauntlets. We see a VLS on their captain, Dino himself, Manked.
And as well as that VLS, he's got a Venge trinket, which means he can ricochet a lot of damage back to his opponent. We might see some KOs here like we've never seen in previous tournaments.
Oh, honestly, the firepower, the KO potential of all these players is going to be unreal. I want to see some kills in this finale. Vote to the Voidwaker as well. 61 with the AGS. Sick Nerd with a corrupt Voidwaker. Now RPG as well with an AGS. This should be fantastic.
It's looking like
any behind the scenes info of why it took so long between matches?
Which is lovely to see.
The tech team had to change monitor resolution, DPI, plug in all the new peripherals for each of the different players, RuneLine profiles. Like they had to change everything for us every single time that we got to a different computer, and we weren't always like returning to the same one. It just takes a lot, man. It just takes a lot.
Sea Engineer v the Victim. They've only got Arcan Blades. However, they've got a sneaky Halberd in their inventories, as well as Mutts too. Even Torvesta, and that's going to be extremely powerful. High-hitting, 2-tile weapon. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, the only team
make other people prepare for the fight while the team is fighting. They can't because the team's fighting during that, bro.
We even see an Inferno cape on Mutt. Seeing that mission earlier in the week was absolutely spectacular as well. Reese as well, a piece of Armadillo. They've got a few Avernic treads. Yeah, it's quite an even matchup when it comes to gear, doesn't it?
Yeah, in terms of...
And we're all on the same PCs, man.
Who can take this? I think we might be jumping straight into the fight. Oh no, here we can see our contestants. You can see how they're feeling.
Dude, the camera and the lighting on this apparently made my hands look super fucking sweaty and wet. Was not at all.
They've accumulated from 120 hours of gameplay over the past 9 days. But really, being on a stage in front of 4,000
But I looked at it, I was like, dude, that looks insane.
Chicago, the Rosemont Theater. We'll see how they actually play today.
Yeah, who knows who can handle the pressure? That's going to be a key component to this. You might have got so much gear, but let's see how they go.
Yeah, I guess we'll be jumping in very shortly. Do you have a favourite to win this competition, Max? How do you think this one's going to go? How's it going to shake up?
For me, this is a 50-50.
I was wondering why you were sweating. Yeah, I wasn't actually. I sweated way more at home all week than I did on stage. I almost didn't at all on stage.
With the halberds, with the momentum, maybe someone slips off the mouse a little bit. The VLSs,
but yeah, my hands were shinier than my head. It was crazy.
Of course, the Fang versus the Halley as well.
They fixed the lighting later on. The blue was awful.
We could see
I'm gonna move forward here. This was the worst part though. Like we had no indication when it was going to start until the fireworks went off. We didn't have a countdown or like we knew nothing about it.
Reverse draft order. So fight. Here comes Dino Nuggets, MORPG himself, one of the farmers going up against Mr. Completed, Mr. C Engineer.
C Engineer is a PvP hardcore. He can keep his cool, but can he do it live in front of 4,000 people?
Looks like
do you know how this affected your channels? Did your YouTube or Twitch follower count go up? I mean, we couldn't stream it, man. Not really. We could rebroadcast it, but we couldn't really stream it.
AGS early as well. Was a low hit though, no damage.
Were we in a call? Yeah, we were in a TeamSpeak call together with all the other teammates.
Use of it because that can almost be guaranteed damage.
Absolutely, we see a freeze going in from C Engineer. Does catch it on RPG. He was down a bit of damage at the beginning, but now he's got that DD advantage, of course.
I do like the camera
like
on each side.
So you've got range,
it's
mage,
nice.
and melee. When you catch that freeze, you can start to, control the pace of the fights. You see here, C Engineer hitting some big balls through the prayer, going for a Halley, stepping on.
Why did they use TeamSpeak over Discord?
But it's a 0, lucky for Curtis.
And now Curtis
I don't think it matters.
Both of the players are going to try and catch a freeze in order so they can DD, and Curtis has. C Engineer is now frozen. They're both frozen, but C Engineer making use of those mithril seeds so he can use his Noxious Halberd. It's very
really smart play, of course. The Noxious Halberd has an extra tile of range for melee, and 19 on the robes onto RPG. Has
Run
to
local
pray melee
TeamSpeak. There you go.
Spray gets it at 19 again. C Engineer currently up a little bit of damage, but it's still very close.
Yeah, you can see here MMRPG is not using all of his brews. He's doing a different tactic to C Engineer, who's gone through most of his brews.
Oh, that was a big ball there. RPG still not giving up, standing underneath. Get that Fang in. Seeds underneath. C Engineer can't seed away. Really fantastic play there from MMORPG. Looking at special attack as well. He does have a few Fang specials left. C Engineer having dropped his AGSs near the start of the fight.
I think if MMORPG starts getting some good hits, C Engineer's going to struggle to get back because he's got no brews to combo eat, so he's going to be slowly eating and getting the HP back. But he's done a great spec there, giving him some momentum, hopefully.
And who's going to catch this next freeze now? LPG just fanging his brains out at the moment. CNG does catch it, gets underneath, hits the Halley from the side as well. MOG now is forced to eat, has a bit of time to try and recover. But looking at inventories, once again, it is so close, so neck and neck in this first group
The
stage
down thing about the Halleys,
exactly what you want to last.
C Engineer had to basically eat so many hits without his shield on when he was stepping out for a Halley. They're nice, but you can get bopped with them. Could you guys hear the casters while fighting? No.
Potential to kill them too. It's everything you need.
C Engineer using that spec early. That's a big ball for him. He's going to have spec coming up shortly with those Morgan Gems.
Drink every time Ian says neck and
really well
neck.
played too. MOG only has 3 food remaining. C Engineer only has 1 though. MOG actually going in the lead now. C Engineer catches the
so nice meeting you on Friday. Also to talk a little bit in the line on Saturday. Oh, you were one of the guys with the 92 half of 99 shirt. Nice. Yeah, that was awesome, dude. Good meeting you, brother.
For this tournament, there's going to be so many fights over the next few hours, and they're both showing why they should be here. You know.
Were we in comps with each other? Yeah. So I had Westy in my ear giving me, suggestions while the fight went on.
Spec hits a 0. Unfortunate for him. Halley's though is exchanged with a Fang as well. MOG with the DD advantage. Planting those underneath, beautifully done. C Engineer 32 bolt through the prayer. Oh, it's getting close.
Going low.
Yeah, it looks like a good freeze there. There's no way. MRPG using his last food right now. Both players out of food. 27 versus 50 hit points. Who's going to clutch this one up? Beautiful spec. Oh, beautiful. A beautiful redemption flick as well from MRPG too. He's still in this fight and he's out. The Engineer wins the first one. The next player for the Dino Nuggets comes on, and that is the General, Sick Nerd himself. MRPG 2, he's
I know I'm a shaker, but watch C's middle finger here if you can.
in this fight and he's out.
Wait for it. Watch the adrenaline dump here. Look at the hand.
And that is the General, Sick Nerd himself.
The General,
the adrenaline dump right there, man.
And so he's gone in for a Void Breaker, but it's not killed him because he was protected from Mage.
He does finish him off with that barrage though. Almost. Wait, no, he's still alive. Uses the redemption flick, and that is very frustrating for the Dino Nuggets. The Engineer is holding on by a sliver of hit points, doing as much as he possibly can as this fight is currently neck and neck. I really rate Sicknode's use of Spec there. He's going to start regenning it. And that
Wait, is the fight neck and neck? Is it though? Why is this fight neck and neck?
Redemption for the Engineer. What a gamer. And he's just got to whittle down some of Sicknode's supplies right now to give it an edge with the Reese Rhinos.
And he's handling himself well under pressure. Getting those redemptions can be very difficult. Can he pull it off again?
The suffering in the general's inventory? Well, he's got to take it off so he doesn't proc redemption on a suffering hit.
There he is. Sea Engineer for Reese Rhinos did a fantastic job there of whittling down a food or two from Sicknode as well. Next up for the Reese Rhinos, we have the Victim. This man has been playing DMM for so many years now. He obviously won last year
41
as well
open.
with the Solo Mission Snakes, beginning by catching a
V did well, I thought.
Sicknode straight away into the mix. DD's underneath, and he does of course have the Archon Blade and the Javelin specs as well.
Yeah, what's he going to use? He's going to have to keep Sicknode on his feet with that. He started that off so well, 41 into a 31. That's huge damage on Sicknode. He will need to bring this back as much as possible because he is now down a bit of food.
Sicknode using the seeds, then coming back into Victim as well. Both players, there it is. That was a spec off for FB. The Victim has a 0 on Sicknode.
31 was big. Yeah, I missed you too, Squish, man. Hope you enjoyed it though, brother.
It's so accurate. Sicknode also has the Avernic Treads, whereas Victim does not. He does catch that freeze thanks to that potential.
Why did your team win twice and then you were out once? Because it was a semi-final round. The first 2 wins locked in the win in the round robin to get us to the semifinals, but from there it was best of 1.
Around in circles trying to catch it. The Victim is now frozen.
Oh, beautiful!
That was good.
38 off prayer. Very well played from him there.
Yeah, big ball.
I can sub once. What benefits you more, Kick or Twitch? I get more revenue. I get more of the actual money from the sub from Kick, but I think you get more if you sub on Twitch. I'd say sub on whichever platform you like to watch on the most.
Be the Victim gets a 36 ball from Sicknode. Sicknode now trying to catch him back potentially, and Be the Victim going for those blood barrages, trying to get some sustain, heal himself back up again. But once again, this fight has been so neck and neck.
Yeah, they've both got the same amount of spec essentially, so it could go either way here. We can see Victim again frozen by Sicknode, so he can now control the fight and hopefully do as much damage as possible without Victim being able to hit him back. Because Victim is now going to need to get a freeze back on the Sicknode, otherwise Sicknode will just control this fight, and he's managed to do so. That is huge for Victim.
Yeah, Victim now probably going to try and close that distance. He's unfrozen, going in for potentially a Halley here or some more barrages too. Going to start doing some, blood barrage, try and maintain as much of an advantage as he has. Sicknode seeds into him for the Victim, seeds back away.
And that is a great seed with that Noxious Halberd. Now Victim can really make use of that. Sicknode is just stuck with range and mage only.
He's unfrozen, goes underneath, now starts to fang once again on the prey range. A 0, unfortunately for him, bolting back. Be the Victim now, both players unfrozen. This next freeze, very important, and Be the Victim catches him, a big barrage. He does have the advantage now. The DD steps underneath, comes up and in and out, and he's got obviously the bolts and that big Noxious Halberd. He also has 60% spec on Sicknode. He does have a few special attacks he can potentially use here. Another Void Waker spec on Victim as well. A 52 ball from Be the Victim though.
And Sicknode is he's out of brews now. He's got to repot. But there's a Void Waker, 36 damage. That's perfect from Sicknode. And another bolt on Robes. That's amazing.
And a Fang as well. He just keeps going. He's not going down without a fight. It is neck and neck. Both players out of supplies right now. This fight is so close thus far.
He's just brought that back.
Thank you for the kick sub, brother.
Wait, he's
Appreciate that, Spaz.
win this one. He does. A 47. The General, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him. So cool, calm and collected. Great plays there as well from Be the Victim 2 from the Reese Rhinos. Now Mutt comes in. The Grandmaster Hardcore Iron himself.
Him out
just
away.
like that. Beautiful.
61 mil, a very well-known PK. That is what he does. So can he make use of his knowledge and take out Mutz here? Both players are essentially on equal food now.
Absolutely. 61M, a rookie this season, his first time and playing on stage.
Do I like the new DDS and DSim icon? Dude, damn, I didn't get the DDS today. Damn it. Yeah, I like the DSim. It's awesome. Mine's super thanks to the Prime, man. And the PK skull.
With the Noxious Halberd 2, looking at the inventory, 61M does have his special attack, the AGS and the Void Waker. Waker for some KO potential. Mutz has a special too. He goes for it on prayer. 31. Guaranteed damage though. And another one off prayer. Beautiful play there by 61 mil.
Did Mage feel weak for the fights? Mage is basically just weak with these setups for most people, yeah.
Was a 31 through prayer, which is rare to see, but very well played. Getting that.
I mean, Blue Moon is not insane.
Giving him some momentum. Here you see a Void Waker back, only 21, but then a 51 from the Noxious Halberd.
Into a Void Waker 2, 24 on prayer. 61M does catch that, but that 51 is massive momentum there. 4 Mutz gets frozen in place though. 61M going underneath, has that freeze advantage, but gets frozen straight away now once again.
Didn't get to see it after the event because we did, but it was nice meeting in person. Hey, you too, dude. You too, brother. Yeah, the flight home was good. Sorry you got stuck in the hotel or the airport for a while, man.
Goes again. Off prayer again, a 0.
You finally make it home?
Though, unfortunately, using those brews at the right time, restoring back up again as they're getting unfrozen.
And here we can see.
Did Rody go? Yeah, Rody was there.
It's a great view. The staff dash. You hate to see it, but it happens. He's luckily not lost too much momentum.
Mutz is a shaker like I am, but he's still so good even though he shakes.
And get some potential free hits on him.
Yeah, I mean, this fight right now, as you see on the tracker on screen, only like 20 damage in it, 1 food. This has been so neck and neck throughout this first group stage match. If you just tuning in, the Dino Nuggets versus the Reese Rhinos.
5 hours in the airport, yeah.
For both teams right now.
And Mutz seems to be down to 2 doses of brew. 61 mil has conserved his brews more. 49 volt. And the Halberd hits a 0.
Might have to come to the UK for RuneFest. RuneFest is good, man. This event to me was better than any RuneFest I've been to, but RuneFest is going to be big this year with 6,000.
Up again, a 19 through the prayer as well as Mage goes down. Lots of barrages right now from 61 mil and now can utilize that Fang, whereas he couldn't before. Stepping out, stepping in, and trying to fake it. 35 on Mutz. The momentum right now for 61M. He's actually taking the lead by quite a bit. 23 HP, goes for a barrage as well. Mutz, the swipe on the ropes. 33, Halley, he's not out for the count yet. 13 through the prayer as well. Both players pretty much out. How is it so close for out?
This is insane, and Mutz is now frozen. 61 mil, potentially taking a lead for his team. He just needs to finish off Mutz. Can't let him do any redemptions. Mage is great for that.
Yeah, both players pretty much out. That's
crazy.
Halley there from Mutz. He gets the redemption.
JJ, thank you for the 40 months, man.
Goes for it again, not quite. And again, another one.
Told you it was a good bet, man.
Right now, the pressure on the stage, no problem for this grand.
Guys, give me a. I'm gonna let you guys watch this. My wife just told me the vet called about Zoe's blood work. I'll be right back.
Tries to catch up with 61, trying to do as much damage as he can for his next teammate in the roster.
And 61 mil has just regen spec. Mutz was so close to getting more spec, which has been so useful to be able to use on 61 mil, which is unfortunate, but now...
Oh, what a move!
Spec, that's exactly what you want to do by 61 mil, using his special attack, making sure he didn't get frozen first. So he's just done extra DPS to Torvesta now.
Yep, Torvesta now, the man, the myth, the self-proclaimed king of Deadman mode, finishes off 61 mil with the Void Waker special. Great performance there by 61M, despite being a rookie. He did a lot of damage to the opposition. Here we go. Boaty, the man, the myth, the crowd is going wild for this man.
They're going absolutely crazy. Torvesta is frozen, so Boaty has his momentum, but that's the first vengeance we've seen from the Venge Trinket. Torvesta only has 2, so we only have 1 left. Will Boaty hit a big number on that, and can Torvesta capitalize on that?
Yeah, the Venge Trinket, for those who don't know, 75% damage goes back. Oh, that was a good vengeance in the end then. 25 damage back onto Boaty. Decides to send the spec early to start regenning it throughout the hit. 38 Fang getting back with 19 as well. This is quite neck and neck right now. It's the Fang versus the Halberd. Another spec off prayer. 48 on Torvesta, but he gets the freeze and now can quickly heal back up again. Oh, looks like he's following the seeds as well, though. As Boaty tries to get away. Oh, beautiful vengeance there from Boaty. That's some great damage return from the Void Waker. Goes for it, but Torvesta weasels himself underneath and tries to mitigate as much damage as possible. Beautiful sidestep from Torvesta. Big Halley on him. And now Boaty trying to catch that freeze to stop Torvesta in his tracks. Goes for Halley again. 24 ball. Torvesta looking a little bit low, but Boaty has no special attack.
Yeah, Boaty's looking very good with supplies right now. Torvesta needs to catch a free so he can get some momentum and do some DPS back to give his leader, Reese, as much of a possibility as he can.
Well, there it is, the freeze on both players, though, trapped next to each other. Torvesta does have the seeds, though, and the Halberd, so he can get a bit of distance. Goes for the vengeance and a big Halley on Boaty. And now, neck and neck, these guys almost both out of supply. Say Boaty's up a tiny bit, does seed away so Boaty can't use his Fang. Fakey's into the range, into the Halley, but Boaty does see it coming. Now, Torvesta unfrozen slightly before. Gets hit by, oh, the vengeance, beautiful. But now Torvesta almost out of supplies, 1 brew dose remaining.
And Boaty's just started half bash there, giving Torvesta a potential to get a freeze and catch the momentum, but he is opting for the ACB, thinking Boaty might be praying mage.
That was a nice fang there. 32 on Torvesta on the run. Bolt from Torvesta down to very low hit points, almost KO'd. Can he get the redemption out? He's not. Boaty takes him down.
Right there, Boaty. He's almost out of food, but he's done very well. He's about 96 HP advantage here on Reese. Can he do anything to make Reese struggle a bit more against his captain, Dino?
Reese sending that VLS spec off the bat. That VLS pressure's so scary. You have to pray melee against it. Oh, the VLS 33. That could have got Boaty, actually.
That was off prayer, that could have been the kill, but Boaty has used that vengeance to give a tiny bit of damage back.
Oh my, it's so close. Both captains, pretty much all their supplies left. Yeah. The Dino Nuggets captain, Dino himself versus the Reese Rhinos. Reese, this is going to be one battle for the ages. Here they go.
And there's a vengeance, a very low hit. Reese is going to be very happy. Oh no, Dino's going to be happy with that. He's been frozen though, so now Reese can control this momentum, maybe compose himself a little bit, and Dino needs to use his special attack. He's got 75% still.
Yeah, Reese using a special attack to finish off Boaty before. Slight disadvantage for him, but Reese is very methodical with the way that he plays. And Dino trying to catch that freeze, but splashing quite a bit. Reese getting a bit of free range. Beautiful VLS there. Double VLS. Both exchanging, both off prayer. Not the hugest of damage, but still the 20 plus is beautiful vengeance there as well from Dino. Going for VLS. Wasn't able to do anything with it. Reese gets that freeze. Steps underneath. He plays cool, calm, and collected once again.
Yes, they're both doing an excellent job. They're about even on food, I'd say. They're very similar. This could go either way for both players. They're both frozen. But Dino, I think he might have a slight advantage with that special attack left.
Absolutely, he does have 60%, which means his opponent has to pray melee quite a lot. Doesn't want to get hit by that VLS off prayer. Can be hit to his 50s, his 60s. So it's just too much damage to really take in one hit. Dino trying to be frozen by Reese right now. A VLS on the run, didn't expect that. 19 off prayer though, a low hit. Beautiful vengeance there, 22 freeze from Dino. Goes for the seed, but walks with him underneath the seed. Both players, again, playing a lot slower pace than the previous matches up. Here we go, a VLS spec for Dino, off through prayer, both 8s and 9s. Reese tanking up beautifully and predicting both of those special attacks, Max.
Yeah, Reese is typically quite a defensive player, so, you know, when he's walking with the seeds, he's quite used to that. He was just, you know, re-establishing himself, let himself eat up a bit and get back into the fight. Dino is now frozen. Reese has the advantage there. Reese also has a full brew nearly, so he can easily get his HP higher if needed.
Yeah, slight advantage right now to the Reese Rhino. Slightly ahead of 35 blood barrage there, off press for Reese. Oh, he's cooking now, a 20 as well onto Dino. Dino has to just eat up, play it slow and steady, catch that freeze, unable to do so currently. And Reese might get VLS off prayer. VLS off prayer onto Dino, 31 VLS special.
That's a huge hit there. That's a very nice... Was that through prayer? I didn't quite see that. But as you can see, Dino doesn't have the greatest mage tank legs, whereas Reese is opting to have the Armadillo legs, so it's very hard to catch him, and he just maintains momentum.
Dino does then use his last bit of supplies. 68 hit points. Reese seeding with him. Dino gets a free hit, though. Beautifully played. He does still have special attack. 13 through the prayer. Well predicted by Reese. Goes for the freeze on Dino, but he's not getting caught in place. Getting a few hits here. Off prayer. This could be a big barrage. It's a 0. Both players splashing. This next freeze could decide what happens next. Looks like Dino on 25% special attack. Reese caught away. We've got a range and mage fight only. Dino has to get a few extra hits off prayer here. Maybe catch some redemption flicks. Down to 19 hit points right now.
So close. He needs to get some blood barrages. Otherwise, he's just going to be out. And it's the Reese Rhino. The first fight.
And the crowd goes crazy. That was so neck and neck throughout. Reese, known as one of the greatest NH stakers there are. And wow, these guys are good friends, but what a beautiful battle regardless.
Lovely to see. We've not seen this in the previous 2 All-Stars where the team gets the huddle, you know.
Yeah.
After the victory, it's absolutely lovely.
Yeah, it's very wholesome. That was a sick fight. Once again, I didn't know which way it was going to go. Right up until the end, so back and forth throughout. And yeah, what a first group stage matchup. The Dino Nuggets versus the Reese Rhinos. Of course, this will be round robin. They'll be fighting each other. They're not out just yet, the Dino Nuggets, but they definitely need to win that next one to stay in the competition.
Yes, and they have done so well. The fact that it went to both captains where they were basically the same amount of food, it just shows how well each individual performed on each team. So they should all be pretty proud of that, you know. No one randomly died throughout the fight, so that's pretty good.
I mean, yeah, using all your supplies before you go down, of course, not getting KO'd. I'm still hoping for a KO. Unbiased, I don't mind who gets it. I want to see some action. But no, that was an incredible first fight to watch right up until the end. You just didn't know who was going to take it. So back and forth. And the crowd, when some of their favorites came on the stage, as you heard, when Boaty came on, oh my God, the roars in the crowd. Yeah, that was a sick first fight to see, Manx.
Yeah, both teams just did so well. They were just very, very impressive. You love to see that for the first match of this. It's beautiful. Yeah, there's so much more content exactly like this to come.
Yeah, see those VLSs, very scary. Both players trying to keep that prey melee up as much as they possibly can. You also saw, of course, the Noxious Halberd versus that Fang. And the Reese Rhinos used that so well. They must have been practicing, strategizing, catching that freeze, seeding away from their opponent so they get that extra melee advantage rather than just having to do range and mage and predict the 50-50. They've got an extra attack style, and it really worked out well for them there.
Yeah, the Noxious Halberd advantage there is just, it's lovely to see they used it. You could see them constantly keeping a bit of distance, so they just forced their opponent to only be able to use range and mage, and it was just lovely to see.
Yeah, no, absolute scenes throughout. I think we might get to see some replay soon of what we just saw. But going into this, once again, it is round robin. The Dino Nuggets aren't out for the count yet. They still have another fight ahead of them too. Yeah, no, absolutely incredible first fight to see today.
Yeah, did you think Reese's team was going to take it like that? I mean, it was so close, right?
Yeah, honestly, I couldn't have called it either way. Obviously, both fantastic squads. They picked their teams with a bit of everything, a bit of PVM, a bit of PvP, and they've all worked very, very well together. Seeing Sylvester as well, kept his cool. Yeah. We saw him in Doom, Delve 1 earlier this week, and I was losing my mind, or maybe trying to crossbow inside the Armadillo area. That was pretty funny too, but I think he kind of, got some props back on his name today. He was picked for that finale, and he did a fantastic effort.
Yeah, should we go over to some post-game stats of the fight?
That'd be interesting, yeah, let's check them out.
$495, 61 mil, 504. Obviously, the captains are likely to do a little bit less, but Reese, look at that.
Wow.
The top damage player, 511. Very good. And Reese and 61 mil, the main two people using non-food healing, which is very likely Blood Barrage.
Yeah, that damage dealt, oh my gosh, 6-1M as well. Once again, as a rookie this time around, he did bits for his team too. And Reese, what a machine. He's well considered as one of the most competitive NH stakers in the entire tournament. Looking at the correct prayers as well, Dino doing a fantastic job of getting most of his overheads right there, but taking maybe a little bit too much damage from the VLSs at times as well.
Yeah, and each of the teams, they seem to have a good amount of attacks per team. On average, it's probably very, very similar, very close there, which is probably why we saw it so tight, between the teams.
And actually, we were saying, Howie, about chances. We didn't see it. We didn't see a KO. Wow, looking at that board, C-Engineer had 7 total chances for a KO on his opponent.
That's the power of redemption, right? He managed to proc that so many times, gave himself so much more hit points than you'd normally expect.
Oh yeah, same with Mutz as well. Seeing those redemption procs, that can really make the difference. That might have made the difference actually for the Reese Rhinos team there. Staying alive a little bit longer, chipping away extra damage against their opposition.
Yeah, both teams there you can see have done very well. Dino maybe a little bit disappointed about 217 damage, but maybe he might have, splashed so many times just because Reese had that really good defensive magic gear.
We can check out the final kill that we saw in that matchup, the Reese Rhinos versus the Dino Nuggets. We have Reese versus Dino right at the end there. As you saw, Reese's advantage there. A couple of food. That was probably made a difference by, the redemption flicks earlier on by his unit. Dino caught him away from him and had a special attack left, actually, looking at spec bar, 25%. Just wasn't able to utilize it as Reese kept him far away and finished off with that Blood Barrage. Look at his reaction there. He looks so happy.
It's not, I wouldn't expect anything less from Reese, He's so happy, he's showing that. He's so passionate, very competitive, and a very well-deserved win there. They've played amazing there.
Yeah, no, that was a great opening fight of the Group 1. We will be seeing shortly as well the West Ham Weasels versus the Perp Rebels too.
Yeah. Did you know Reese might have had something additional to help him there as well?
What could he have taken?
I think it might have been a Chipotle code that all of you can have a look at the unique code that will be coming up on the screen any second, and it will also be pinned in the Twitch chat. There we go. And if you just text that code to 888222 for your chance to score a Chipotle honey chicken BOGO.
That was the difference, right? From Reese, right?
Okay, guys, I've got some news to share. So Zoe is Zoe's our dog, and We just heard back from the vet that she's in acute acute kidney failure. So I'm gonna get offline for the rest of the day because we've got some decisions we need to make. So I'll see you guys later.